Hello everyone. So we are back with another scintillating session for all the young aspirants of Extramarks Young Scholar Exam 2020, the biggest scholarship exam of this year. My dear students, all of those who have already enrolled for this examination, now it's very important for you to understand the last minute tips for this examination so that you get the benefits that this examination promises. So to start with, the first thing that you have to keep in mind as a young aspirant of Extramarks Young Scholar Exam is mindfulness. Mindfulness means alertness. We should be alert about our surroundings. We should be alert about what we are eating. We should be alert about what we are studying. We should be alert about our sleep and whatnot. This examination comes with a prize. The prize is big, so our preparation has to be big. Mindfulness, an example I will give you. What happens is, for example, when I switch on my PC on the day when it is my EYSE 2020 examination and I find that my PC has one key is a faulty key in my PC. So you have to be prepared with all these things beforehand. It should not be that you are seeing the things or things are becoming worse at the 11th hour. That should not happen. This is what mindfulness and alertness means. We should all be aware and alert about everything that is related to this examination. For example, another example if I give you students, that there is a principle in this universe. That principle is called as butterfly principle. What this principle tells is, whenever there is any kind of big natural disaster which is going to happen, 7 days before, somewhere in some part of the world, a butterfly will flutter her wings with immense speed. And few people who will notice it and who have good intuition, who are mindful about this action of the butterfly, they can predict that something bad is going to happen within a week. So we have to be alert at every time. That means whatever is going to happen in future, we can predict that if we are alert. I'm not talking about sciences or superstitions like astrology and all, but what I'm talking about is if we stay alert, we can actually smell success. If I know what I have to do 1 year down the line, I will start preparing for that moment. I'll start preparing for that moment from this dates. I will start being alert and being mindful. Mindful means not just being physically present somewhere, but showing your mental presence also, and then acting accordingly. And this is my first advice to all the EYSE aspirants. This advice is not only for this kind of an examination, but any examination that you write. This should be the first point. Mindfulness not just before the exam, but also during the examination. I should be alert about what are the instructions which are given. How much time is allotted to me? When I have to finish my paper? How many questions I should do correctly? Am I able to do those questions correctly? So all these things which define the alertness of your mind in the examination hall, these things are also very important. My second point to you students is, the clock is ticking. Yes, this is another point which we have to take care of, not just before the examination, but also during the examination. Before the examination, for example, if I talk about EYSE 2020, it is just 3 to 4 days are left for this examination, right? So just 3 to 4 days away, and are we really prepared for it? In these 3-4 days, what preparations can we do? As I have already told you in my previous sessions, and through our various campaigns, we have already announced the syllabus of EYSE. If you are in 8th class, the syllabus is going to be the syllabus of 7th class. So it should not be a difficult thing for you to revise the books or the core concepts of 7th class over the coming 3 to 4 days. And if you do so, you have to do it in a manner that you manage and you plan your time with. Because if you do so, it means you have in your mind the alertness to understand that the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. There are thousands of applications which have come for Extramarks Young Scholar examination, and those thousands of students are actually preparing for this examination with 100% dedication, and they really want to win it. They want to win it real hard. So are you also trying to that level? Are you desperate enough to win the scholarships? Are you desperate enough to win the top prizes that this examination brings with it? Then you have to keep in mind that, my dear students, the clock is ticking and you have to be focused on your previous class syllabus, the core concepts of that class syllabus in maths and science, and that is what is going to help you. Also, the clock is ticking during the examination. You may have your examination, it may be a 1 hour duration examination, it depends from class to class. It may be a 1.5 hour, a 2 hour, 2.5 hour, 3 hour examination. You have to divide your time equally. For example, if I take a small example, if you have a 1 hour examination and you have 4 subjects, for example, say you have 15 questions from each subject. That means you have 15 minutes for each subject during that 1 hour of examination. During that 1 hour which is going to decide your future. During that 1 hour which is going to give you the real benefits that this examination is going to bring with it. So, not only being mindful and not only thinking about that the clock is ticking before the examination, but also during the examination. For first 15 minutes I have to finish physics. For next 15 minutes I have to finish chemistry. For next 15 minutes I have to do mathematics. For next 15 minutes I have to do biology. Is this kind of planning popping up in my mind? If yes, then I'm ready for this kind of an examination. The third point which is very important, which I want to discuss with you. Connecting the dots. What does it mean? This technique is used mostly while we are writing the question paper, while we are in the examination hall, or EYSE is an online examination while you are giving this test in an online platform. Connecting the dots means the moment you read a question, you should be able to connect the dots that this question belongs to which chapter. And then, not just this, question belongs to which concept, concept belongs to which topic, topic belongs to which chapter, chapter belongs to which unit. Or the more successful strategy is question belongs to which unit, unit belongs to which chapter, chapter belongs to which topic, and topic belongs to which subtopic, subtopic belongs to which concept. So you have to basically taper it down so that eventually in your mind an image is formed about the only concept which is related to that question. And then you actually start solving the problem. This is very important. Rather than making your mind thinking about wayward solutions and going here and there to different chapters, different concepts, it is very important the moment you read the question, you taper it down from a unit level to a concept level. And once you bring it down to a concept level, you actually understand what connecting the dots means. For example, I read a question. A hollow sphere of mass m and radius r is present somewhere in space. The moment I read this question, I come to the conclusion that say it belongs to a chapter gravitation. In gravitation, it belongs to a topic potential. In potential, it belongs to a subtopic, that potential due to a spherical mass distribution. And then in spherical mass distribution, it belongs to a subtopic which is about a potential of a hollow sphere. So do I know all the formulae related to potential of a hollow sphere? Right? So this is the level to which I have to think about each and every question. Mind, my dear friends, topper is not that person who gets all 100 out of 100. Topper is that person who does whatever he knows correctly. Who does, I repeat, who does whatever he knows correctly. Even if he knows only 70 questions, but mind one thing, all 70 are going to be right. Even if he attempts only 72 questions, mind one thing, all 72 are going to be the correct answers. This is the level to which they understand this. The connecting the dots. So how we connect the dots? Unit, connect the dot to C, chapter. From C, connect the dot to T, topic. And from T, connect the dot to C, concept. So this is the third strategical point that you have to understand. The fourth and most important point is, please go to www.extramarks.com, and there on the EYSE page you will find a sample paper of EYSE, a mock examination of EYSE. Please download that paper and solve that paper rigorously. Solve that paper in the confined time, the time that is given to you for the actual EYSE examination. Because if you do that, this is going to actually enhance your performance in your final examination. Come what may, you are not going to lose it if you strictly download that paper, strictly solve that paper in the given amount of time, and follow the guidelines as per the actual guidelines of EYSE 2020. Mock examinations are always important. They give you a feel of reality. They give you a feeling touch of reality that what is going to happen actually when I sit for that examination. Not just an EYSE examination, but all the prestigious examinations, even like an examination for entrance and entering into an IIT, an examination for entering into a top-notch medical college, a national level Olympiad, an international level Olympiad. Please practice as many mock examinations as possible. This 4-route strategy, I repeat, a quick revision of all these 4 routes. Number 1, mindfulness or alertness, not just before the examination but also during the examination. Number 2, first is mindfulness and alertness. I also have to be mindful and alert, not just before but also during the process, during the time when that process is happening. Second one is the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, tick, tick, tick. It's happening not just before the examination but during the examination also. A lot of competition. All the people are competing. Thousands of enrollments have happened, and are you ready? The third one, which I have told you students, is the most important during your examination, and that is connecting the dots. From unit, go to chapter. From chapter, go to topic. From topic, subtopic. From subtopic, concept level, and then connect your question to that concept. A very important imagination that you have to do in your mind while you are writing for this examination. And the fourth thing is the most important, which will make you ready at the 11th hour for this examination, is write a mock test. Download a sample paper from www.extramarks.com and go through that paper, write that paper only in the time that is actually allotted for EYSE examination. So with those 4 success steps, I say goodbye to all the students, and my dear friends, I want to tell you that the registrations for EYSE 2020 are already over, and we have received responses more than 50,000. More than 50,000 in last 1 week, and these many students are competing for this examination. So it had become important for us to actually bring this session to all the aspirants of this examination live on YouTube. I want all of you to spread this video as much as you can among your friends, among your fellow classmates, so that they also come to know that if they have not enrolled for Extramarks Young Scholar examination, at least they come to know what are the benefits of this examination. And for those who have already done it, it is going to be definitely a very important and a useful video for those. So with this, my dear students and my dear friends, I say goodbye to you and all the best for Extramarks Young Scholar Exam 2020.